Okay, so there was an audio problem with this game during the replay, so I'll simply have to re-record it. So, the map is the Michigan Maneuver. We both picked Rachel. I think Rachel's pretty good on this map. You typically want to have your 2 base side pressure to 1 base side, and if you want to storm the 1 base side, you would usually get some artillery to suppress it and then attack it. And in order to do so, you would have a ball of units just outside of the 1 base side trying to break in. And Rachel likes balls of units to fire the missiles upon. So that's why I picked Rachel. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Cobalt Ice. But I'm not going to replace the color. If they want Cobalt Ice, they can have it. I'll simply make them face the other way, so we face the opposite direction. Anyway, let us begin. Why this background music? I just really wanted some happy music right now. Anyway, we start off with pretty basic capture order. Get our neutral base, go for the turn 1 property captures. We haven't really deviated yet. Okay. Now I think this is where we first deviate. I choose to send my infantry this way, whereas they chose to go, instead of going towards their the side properties from they choose to go towards the center side, which I suppose ultimately doesn't make much of a difference if we just have our black boats ready to pick them up anyway. I guess they use less fuel. They put their infantry here where they have the option to capture any of these 3, whichever one they like. And I do something similar. You both start with an artillery. Okay, I agree with that. You definitely want artillery to pressure the 1 base side. And second artillery, okay. I chose to go for battlecopter instead because I like battlecopters. Battlecopters are pretty strong. If an anti-air goes on one side of the ocean bubbles, the battlecopter can just fly on the other side. So, I like battlecopters. There's an anti-air. Okay. Supports this capture of artillery, blocks the port. Okay. Anti-air went to the left. I send my battlecopter to the right to take a shot over here. And I put my artillery in a way such that it can aim at this infantry if it chooses to capture. And while also threatening to push the not the black boat, the lander off of that port. I also block the port to delay the capture, or delay any capture to take my port. But I built a second battlecopter instead of a tank. I probably should have started building, well, I do have a tank, but 1 tank is not enough. I think the battlecopters were a mistake, because right now they're just getting zoned out by the anti-air. Maybe instead of building a battlecopter on the left side, I should just shift my battlecopter from the right side to the left and force a second anti-air. So it's like I'm up 1 tank. Maybe I should have done that instead. And well, now this battlecopter is pretty useless since there's anti-air on both sides. And I built an artillery because I do want to try to hold on to these properties here. Anti-air comes in. I don't have a tank nearby, so I can't really punish it right now. I don't have a tank on this side, so anti-air, I can't punish that either. And a battlecopter of their own to zone out my battlecopter. Makes sense. I pull back a little because I clearly cannot fight all these vehicles. I try to weaken some infantry to delay any capture of my property. And then I thought, they're focusing on the sides a lot. Maybe I should put everything in the middle. Maybe I could do a central push, and then I could just send my army to one side and squish it, and then send my army to the other side and squish that. Maybe I could try that. So that's why this is my thought process right now. But I'll be honest, when I was playing this, I didn't feel confident at all. But I knew I need more tanks. I definitely do not have the tanks to pressure that and pressure the anti-airs. And this anti-airs is just shooting at infantry because I can't punish it. I still don't have an anti-air of my own, so they're battlecopter spamming. I have said it before, battlecopters are not sufficient air defense against battlecopters. You need anti-air. And I think in this game, we will see how true that is. I continue trying to pick off what I can take off, using my lander as a shield to protect my artillery. So, I built double anti-air. I need it. Otherwise, my battlecopters are pretty much useless right now, and I don't really have much against their battlecopters. But now I'm thinking, at this rate, I'm just going to lose. I have to begin my attacks eventually. So they send a tank over here and a battlecopter towards the center and not really on the side. And I think I'm falling apart over here. There's a temporary weakness on the left side because they sent their tank to the right instead of the left. And I think, alright, desperate attack. I will just move everything in and push as far as I can. I decide to overload this artillery. It can only shoot at one of these targets. I forgot I shot at the lander. Didn't do any damage, but still. And I'll just stronghold this area while pushing here as far as I can. Battlecopter kills off my battlecopter, but yeah, not looking good for me because I pretty much lost the battlecopter here, only to do 2 HP of damage to this battlecopter. And this anti-air sits right in the middle where it can support both sides if it wants to. So I suppose my assumption that I can just swing left or right with my battlecopter isn't exactly as true as I thought it would be, especially since I don't have any, well, I didn't have anything to contest their battlecopters for so long. But anyway, back to this battle. I'm still in desperate attack mode, so I'm just going to keep attacking. So, I think, oh, this overly aggressive attack here seems to be working kind of well. And then I realize we're getting pretty close to our power, so I pull back. And I try to redirect the missiles up here so that it doesn't destroy my front line. I mean, a battlecopter sack could be pretty devastating for me right now. But they don't do it. They don't get the super. They could have got it if the battlecopters went after my anti-air instead. So I continue pressing my attack because I'm still thinking desperate attack time. I have to attack, otherwise I will lose. I'm behind. I'm not behind in income. Well, I think I'm gonna lose these properties eventually, so I'm still in my desperate attack phase. I'm just trying, and I also, now that I'm aware of the superpowers, I put an infantry ball here. Right now, this infantry ball will absorb both the infantry and the unit count missile. And because I was in my desperate attack phase, I wasn't exactly thinking of my moves. I just put my battlecopter in range of an anti-air, and that hurts, I'll be honest. My thinking was I'm trying to redirect the missile so much that I completely forgot that there was an anti-air here. On the bright side, none of the missiles hit this side, so I'm a little happy about that, but I'm still upset that I lost a battlecopter. They have an infantry ball of their own over here to absorb a shot. Well, to absorb 2 of the missiles. And I think, alright, this is looking pretty bad. I should try to pressure even further. I will get my artillery here to try to suppress the base. And this is a little bit of a mistake on my end. I should have moved this 6 HP infantry onto the city, then join it with this 4 HP infantry. This will help speed up the capture quite a lot. But instead I sent my 6 HP infantry down. If I had a 10 HP infantry here, I would be able to send it here next turn and capture it in 2 turns instead of taking 4 turns here, so that's 1 turn saved. So that's a little bit of a slight inaccuracy on my end. And then, if losing 1 battlecopter wasn't enough, I just lost the 2nd battlecopter. Additionally, I do believe I should have used my superpower this turn. I think the missile, the value missile, will land somewhere over here probably, and weakening the attack on the front line, well, it's pretty good. I mean, it will definitely slow them down. It will force them to either heal up or otherwise wait for more reinforcements. So I think I should have used my superpower, but I held on to it thinking I might be able to get a better one, which was a mistake, I believe. Instead of sending my tank here to attack this anti-air, I probably should have just kept it to protect my battlecopter. They already used their superpower, so I could start death balling instead. Unfortunately, my lines were open and I lost the 2nd battlecopter, and I lost this tank, so I pretty much threw 2 things away here. And at this point, I look at this and I think it's over. I use my covering fire. Let's see what I can get with it. The lander helped redirect it over here. And still going in my desperate attack, but I do believe the game is lost. If I hadn't lost 2 battlecopters and a tank, practically just giving it away to my opponent for free, I think it would have been a salvageable position. I do believe I would be able to hold this. I might not be able to take this base, but I certainly would take these properties first, and then maybe try to use that income advantage to tech up over here and push. Perhaps, but the game is pretty much over. So it's over. I've resigned, and I blame not being able to take Cobalt Ice. Now, I know that has nothing to do with the game, and I just blundered, but let's just blame it on not having Cobalt Ice and that I couldn't fight against penguins because I like the penguins. But that was this game. Maybe considering that, I think the main issue was that I was too focused on thinking I must attack right now, otherwise I would lose, and that mentality has really costed me the game, I would say. I wasn't playing in the right mind state. I would have lost, I think I would have lost this battlecopter as well. Like, they can definitely break through. And then just put a medium tank here, I suppose. So what did I learn? I learned not to... Don't do that. Don't lose focus on what I'm doing. I saw the battlecopter and I thought it's not going to redirect a missile onto here, but I forgot about the anti-air. I feel like there's a theme with this week, and like these past few videos I've seen a lot of you need anti-air to shoot battlecopters. So I like battlecopter spamming, I really do. But maybe I shouldn't battlecopter spam as much as I do right now. It gets too easily countered by anti-air. While then, perhaps it works better in fog where your opponent doesn't know how much battlecopters you have, so they are typically understaffed in the air defense department. But yeah, that was this game. Lesson: don't panic, think straight, and build anti-air against battlecopters. Those are the 3 lessons you should take away from this game. Anyway, I have a really great video coming out tomorrow. I think it's very exciting. So I'll upload that when it comes.